So welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're talking about the emerging market here of crypto gambling. These platforms are definitely in some form of bull market right about now. Huge gains being printed. We're going to start off though with a quick update with a general overview of the market here, looking at BTC and ETH very quick. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also turn on the post notifications. Let's get these numbers up. So BTC and ETH here on Decent Trader, link down below for these guys, showing a potentiality for a short-term pullback here, but then pretty much green in terms of multiple hour timeframes, and even on the 3-day as well, they're green. If we just go down to the open interest levels as well, both showing as bullish at this moment in time. And as you can see, the long to short ratio has improved, previously 1.4, now 0.8 for Bitcoin, 1.3 now down to 0.9 for Ethereum. So not too highly over levered at this point for the longs. So whilst we may have a short-term pullback at this point, we've put in some very impressive candles here. It does look like continuation is on the menu. And when we zoom out of the chart here on Binance, again, go and sign up to Binance. Let's stick the middle finger to Gary Gensler and get as many accounts as we can over here. Home to the Binance cartel, we can see the huge green candles put in yesterday, laying to bed any fears around CPI data. We have smacked straight into a resistance point here. We haven't broken the highs set back at the end of August 2022. However, as we zoom out, you can see the gap up potential if we break 25K. Clear skies, 28 to that $32,000 region. So Bitcoin is printing right now, but some sectors are printing more than others in the altcoin space, one of which is the gambling coins. So let's start off looking at the market cap of some of the biggest gambling stocks on the market today. $43 billion for Las Vegas Sands, that's a casino. And if we just scroll down to something that's a little bit more recognizable and maybe in line with the kind of crypto gaming stuff, DraftKings is down here, a very big sports book that I think is quite similar in some ways to the kind of crypto betting scene here. Market cap is around $8 billion. So if we just look at the overall market cap for crypto gambling, it says 121 mil here. The issue is with this, it doesn't even incorporate in this category RollBit, which is the #1 platform right now, and it is the market leader overall. Best UI, best user experience, hands down best platform here in crypto for gambling. Its market cap is around $150 million. And there's a lot of other small caps that haven't been added to this as well. So both CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap need to do some serious work on this. However, I do think that provides additional alpha before this does get updated. So you can see very small in terms of the crypto scene. If we just go to DraftKings, $8 billion market cap here, what kind of numbers are these guys posting? Well, this was their end of Q3 2022 report. Reported revenue $502 million, an increase of 136% compared to the previous year. So revenues going up and overall net profits going up as well. Monthly unique payers increased to 1.6 million per month, an increase of 22% compared to the third quarter of 2021, the year previous. So around 1.6 million active users, $500 million in revenue. Pretty good stuff, and that paints you a picture of a stock. It's priced at $8 billion, and these are the numbers they're producing. So if a crypto company, a crypto platform can do really well and start posting big numbers, this is the kind of benchmark I'd be looking towards, something around DraftKings. Now this also speaks to another factor here. Why is gambling doing so well? Well, I would suggest that in our culture right now, especially with younger generations coming through, they're exposed to gambling everywhere. Think back to the World Economic Forum. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, if I can't afford to buy a home, well, I'm pretty much happy to punt the proportion of my paycheck that I see as disposable income, because look, if you're a single bloke in, say, London, there is a very slim chance you're ever getting on the property ladder. Then we look at sports, UFC, betting. They have their own betting shows talking about parlays. They throw up the odds on every single fight. It is just socially ingrained in us that betting is fine and something we should all be doing, essentially. Same with football, any sport that you're into. So we do, of course, have the perfect product market fit for cryptocurrency, loads of degens here, and also people who want to gamble can come and do it without KYC on the site. You don't have to use your credit card or debit card. You're not going to get any issues with the bank. Typically, you use a cryptocurrency in the form of Bitcoin, ETH, or a dollar stablecoin. So let's have a little look at some of the coins that I've tagged here. So this is on my deck screener and my portfolio for the gambling coins, starting with the highest market cap. This is RollBit. So this one is paving the way here for this industry, and the industry is breaking out off the fact RollBit is having a nice advance here. It broke through this kind of 4-cent region and is now pushing towards 5 cents. The market cap, as I mentioned, is $156 million only. In perspective to that of DraftKings, you're talking a 50x away from DraftKings. More stats in just a moment to show you why this could be still very undervalued. If we just go through the list here though, this is kind of in my market cap setup. Arc is the next one. This is called Arcadeum. It's on Arbitrum. And if you've noticed anything recently, Arbitrum tokens have been going crazy, and especially gambling coins on Arbitrum, they've all been popping off. They don't have particularly huge market caps at this stage, but I think the stage is set for them. If you go into DeFi Llama, go to stablecoins, you will see the inflows of stablecoins into the Arbitrum ecosystem. It's up 10% in the last week, over $100 million of stables being bridged in. This means tokens on Arbitrum are going to continue to get sent if this continues. And if the Arbitrum RB token gets airdropped as well, we're going to have some crazy scenes here. Now, these all do have pretty crazy looking charts, as they are all in seemingly what can only be described as a bull market right now, printing higher highs and higher lows on the way. So Arcadeum here, 14 mil market cap. Then BetSwirl here, $6.2 million market cap, going straight up there. Then we have Rule, another Arbitrum casino. As you can see, that is going straight up into the sky, $4.2 million market cap. Then you have Party Dice on Arbitrum as well. This one, $3.7 million market cap. And then AGC, also on Arbitrum, $1.6 million market cap. All of the charts getting absolutely sent. The issue with that, if you are middle curving this, is the fact the percentage up is obviously not appealing. You shouldn't be buying 50% green daily candles on any token typically, but if this industry is getting sent right now off the back of RollBit, well then for these tokens to reprice from say a $1.6 million market cap to a $10 million market cap, you're looking at a 9 or 10x there, and so there are just going to be huge green daily prints, as you can see. It hasn't taken very many days for even people who've bought the top here to be correct in their trade thesis. Now, RollBit is the number one. I did a full video on this, a tutorial how to play it, how to use it, and how to get funds on and off. It has the easiest, most simple, and best UI of all these gambling platforms. And I've gone through a lot of them to see exactly what they're offering. RollBit is number one. This is the market leader. So in my kind of theory behind this, and my strategy would be if I can make big gains in these smaller caps, I would roll them, no pun intended, into the RollBit RLB token. Casino, sportsbook, they've got NFTs, you can do futures trading, go up to 1000x leverage, a degenerate's paradise over here on RollBit. Then we look at some stats here on the network. So this guy posted up some information I could find as well, showing you some of the monthly visits on these platforms. On the left is RollBit, and on the right is Uniswap. So Uniswap, known as one of the best and most used dApps in crypto, but you can see the product market fit of a gambling site here. It went from 2 million active users in November to 5 in December, and now 5.1 in January. Meanwhile, Uniswap, 4.1, 3.9, 3.9. So yet again, it's doing better numbers in terms of users than what is seen as the most prestigious app in cryptocurrency. Tokenomics-wise, Smokey Lisa posted this. RLB is a highly deflationary token. Currently, 34% of the total supply has been burned. So if you want to get involved in the lottery, you stake the RLB token, then 0.1% is taken and burned, and 0.1% is given back to Rollbot stakers. Rollbots being an NFT collection, quite interesting, but the burn mechanism and the number of people getting involved in the lotteries, because the lotteries are paying out like a couple of grand each and every day, well, they're getting like 111 million RLB staked on there. It's the main utility of the token to enter into these lotteries. So these 0.1% are adding up substantially here. 1.7 billion tokens currently burned, highly deflationary. Now, the major drawback to RLB, the RollBit token, it's only on Radium, and the liquidity is terrible. So even though it's been printing some big numbers here, I do think once it gets listed on maybe a centralized exchange, or they add a ton of new liquidity to this one, it can get sent even further here. It's been social proofed. Big accounts like Gainsey, like Keyboard Monkey, big Twitter personalities are gambling on here quite irresponsibly on a daily basis and posting about it. So a lot of crypto enthusiasts, people in the crypto Twitter space are also utilizing this platform. There's definitely a lot of bid for this one. A lot of people have already got into it, but as you can see, $1,000 in moves the price 2%. So as I'm saying, it's not whale friendly as yet. So once it does become whale friendly and more people can get larger exposure to this very profitable casino, well, I do think it will go up further and further and thus perpetuate this bull market in these gambling cryptos. So let's look at a couple here. This is Arcadeum. So this is the actual website, play with confidence on Arcadeum. Chainlink integrated with this, so it is provably fair. You play on here with USDT on the Arbitrum network. You can see the games currently live, roulette, dice, wheel, slide, and then there's some new ones coming down here. They're going to have poker tables, a lottery, and a lot more. The earn function is where it gets interesting. This one copies the tokenomics of GMX, but rather than a perps trading platform, it's a gambling site. You can obviously draw a lot of similarities between high leverage traders and gamblers, but this utilizes the kind of GMX, which would be the ARC token, and GLP, which would be the ALP token here. And what they're saying is that you can trade or bet against a pool of assets in ALP, similar to GLP. I've also done a video on GMX if you want to go and watch that to fully understand how GMX and GLP work. It may help a little bit with this, but essentially that's the pot of assets that either the winnings or the losings go into. Now with this, they're going to allow you to stake the ARC token to get some platform revenues. But if you want to come and stake some USDT in the ALP pool, which is only made up of USDT, you're going to get a nice APY for doing so. Currently, that's about 150% on stablecoins. So this actually launches the ALP pool on Friday. ALP opens up to the public this Friday, the first 500 grand in deposits. ALP's triple digit APR is over 100% in real yield in dollar stablecoins. So this is very interesting stuff. They say to this GMX comparison, ALP boasts higher yield and less risk. Less risky because Arcadium's house edge is always greater than 0%, and ALP is therefore always plus EV, plus expected value. In contrast, GLP depositors assume that traders lose more than they win, but a plus EV edge is not guaranteed. So ALP has these benefits. It will auto compound forever. So as gamblers lose with the house edge, USDT in this pool will go up and up and up. There's no rebasing, no time locks or withdrawal cooldowns. And it says protected by a max bet size calculation as well. So if you go into the docs, there are max bets on the casino games. So the house edge will always win out. There is no performance fee on the pool. However, a small fee on every deposit and withdrawal is taken to reward the stakers of ARC through these various derivative assets here. So that is also under the Earn tab. Someone else posted online, since launch, holders of ALP have seen a 10% increase in their LP positions, contrast to that of the PerpDex GMX, which saw an estimated yearly gain of just 33%. The difference is clear and begs the question, is gambling or futures best? Which one will be a better store of yield for LPers? So in terms of the casinos out there, I like this one for the overall tokenomics due to the fact if they are able to sustainably print huge stablecoin rewards in the ALP pool here, you're going to see a lot of inflows into this project. And I think this could obviously pump the price like crazy. Then we have bets here, which as we are filming is going on another rampage, now up to 6.6 million market cap. This one is based on Polygon. You can actually play on Polygon, BSC, AVAX, and they are bridging to Arbitrum very soon, apparently in this Q1. They have only dice, coin toss, and roulette. And they do have more games coming down the line here soon. And they will have dividends as well, where you'll be able to stake for platform revenue share. So getting into these early and starting to stake the coins, you can potentially own a revenue share from these overall casinos. I think it is very alluring. The total wagered volume on bets so far is $14.5 million. They made almost 500K in revenue, which will eventually be split out to stakers. And if we just go down here, 518,000 bets placed and almost 11,000 players, a higher number of players than you would see even holders on many small cap altcoins. And for this BetSwirl token, there's a lot on this June Analytics page that you can actually dig into to see some of the usage, the amount of bets placed and the revenues. And from that, you can kind of extract a PE ratio as well. So in summary, these gambling coins are going through a mini bull market right now, and it seems that this is all predicated off the back of RLB really breaking out here and getting some serious traction. So this is pulling the smaller caps with it, which I think can make for some great gains to be had in this market sector. I also think just generally, socially, this is a growing market sector. A lot of people are working from home, staying from home, doing everything from home these days. So gambling from home rather than going to a bookmaker's makes a lot of sense. And as more people integrate with crypto, they're just going to do everything on these crypto-based platforms. We'll see how this develops. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also turn on those post notifications. Let's get these damn numbers up. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.